many of your followers from TikTok, and there's just so many things that I can't say there. To be fair, there's so many things that I've not even talked about with Maz or anyone close to us. So I figured I might as well just do another vlog for YouTube. Nobody's going to watch it in any way. Obviously, I've still got that whole princess flu thing going on, and it's making us ill. Like, I'm struggling to follow a train of thought. I'm on edge all the time. I feel sick. My name's not Ellie Bell. But hey ho, whatever. What else? What else has been going on? Well, the whole flipping Loveday thing is driving me insane. So they've taken me saying that I informed the UK database, and now they're twisting it and they're using my name for clout. So I'm just going to clear up a few things, okay? So yes, I did message the UK database and make them aware that they'd missed somebody off their database. And the message I'll put in either at the end or somewhere, so you can see it. Basically, what I did is I gave the name, I gave the video that was on TikTok, and then they went off and contacted the courts and did their bits, and found out more than what we knew at the time from the courts, which was added to the database. So I've not done anything wrong, and they're saying that I'm going to court and the police are coming for us. I mean, that's absolutely fine. If the police want to come and talk to us, they know who I am, where I am, and I'm more than open to have a conversation with them. Chances are it'll be the police protection unit who, like I've said in my lives and videos, work to protect paedophiles and people like that in order to keep them safe. Because if you think about it, right, if everybody knew who was a paedophile, where they were and what they were doing, the police would have even more shit to deal with, because people cannot control themselves and do things like what happened with Loveday's windows. Now, violence is something that I've never condoned. I am of the opinion that if you see them in the street, you say to them, I know who you are, I know what you've done, and I think you're disgusting. Never harm a hair on them, never do anything against the law, but make everybody aware of who they are, where they are, and say the same thing to them. Don't hurt them, because then that makes them a victim. They've made victims. They don't get to be a victim. They should be made to feel uncomfortable for the rest of their lives, knowing that everybody knows the secret, and what they've done. And now that's not about just one person. That's, in my opinion, everyone who's committed crimes like that. Everyone. I wouldn't want them to be physically injured. I wouldn't want any damage to property. That's not something that I condone at all. And I know there's a lot of feelings around people like that, and I get it. But wouldn't it be much better for them to live a long life knowing that everybody knows them and everybody's watching them and everybody's talking about where they are, what they're doing, rather than them, just not being here? That's my opinion on it. There's other things to come with Loveday in a second. So they can't seem to keep up with their own lies. They're twisting themselves in knots left, right and centre, tripping over everything that they're saying. The masks slipping. They absolutely hate going live and nobody talking. And I know it's hard for people not to talk, but what I would say is, for the people that are going in there and trying to befriend it, trying to make friends with it, to get information, you're not going to get anywhere with them. You're never going to get any truth out of them, even if you're really close, purely because they're spreading lies about themselves to have a narrative out there in order for people to say what they want out there, and to test who's saying what to who and when, and who's going to talk about it. And that's why people who've contacted me and said, oh, they've said X, Y and Z, I'm like, whatever. I don't really care. I have seen messages that Loveday has sent about videos that I've got, saying he's got us. I've not done anything wrong. in what I've done. I'm not the press, so I'm not bound by the gagging order that's in place by the Police Protection Unit. I'm not bound by that order at all. I can freely talk about it because I'm a member of the public, and all I'm trying to do is raise awareness in order to keep our children safe. Your children, my children, your nieces, your nephews, your next door neighbours, the children you work with, like even children in different countries, because their crimes can be committed remotely via a phone or a laptop. So, like I say, I've not done anything wrong. I'm not trying to cause them undue alarm, harassment or distress. I'm just trying to protect people that need protecting. What else was there? Oh, the name change thing with the bank. Right. Sweet peas, if you want to get in touch with your bank and confirm this yourself, you're more than welcome to. So if you ring up your bank and say, I'm going through a transition in my life, I'd like all my mail to be sent out as my preferred name with my preferred title, they'll do it. You can sometimes the request for a letter from your GP to confirm that this is what's happening. But if you get in touch with your GP, your doctors, your gas, your electricity, your phone company, your internet, they'll all do it, right? That doesn't prove nothing. Absolutely nothing. So if I want to be addressed as Mr. Jemima Puddlefuck, I can have letters sent out to me as Mr. Jemima Puddlefuck, and no doubt that Princess Flu is going to start saying that I'm not Ellie Bell now and I'm Princess Jemima Puddlefuck, and that's fine. That's fine. On the flu thing, I've seen people going into his lives and baiting him. Now that's not going to help my case at all. It's not going to help my case at all. I'm not Ellie Bell. Mary Bell isn't me mum. Mary Bell isn't me mum. So no, I'd like you just to stop. Like, please don't feed the monster. Let's not do that. Remember, the community that I'm building within our little world on TikTok and YouTube and beyond is one that shows love, kindness and respect. And I wouldn't want anyone to be in a position where they are deliberately trying to bait someone out unless Loveday is going live and you're not able just to sit there and say nothing, which would piss them off more. Just speak the truth to them. Speak the truth to them. Like I said before, don't try and be their friend. Just speak the truth to them. Tell them what you actually think. Because there's a huge community who are infuriated by the fact that the potential of the SPO being out of date and them being free to, well, continue their crimes, because there has been grooming done by Loveday. There has been families who have been affected by his manipulation of them. There's a lot more that's going on behind the scenes that I can't really talk about, and I'm not going to talk about because I don't want to jeopardise any ongoing cases. But I just want people to be aware that, you know, if you're going in to the live and you're trying to be their friend, there's going to be people wasting their time trying to find out who you are in order to safeguard potentially your children or children that are connected to you. And I just prefer, you know, honesty, going to them. If you can't sit and say nothing and let them go live with people watching and them not getting a reaction, which they so desperately want, you'll see in this little clip that I'm going to put in at the end, when nobody talks, the huff and the go, and then they come back and then people start talking. It's madness. It's madness. Personally for me, I've got a lot going on health-wise. I was supposed to drive to a hospital an hour and a half away today for a neurology appointment, but I can't drive that far. I don't feel as if I can. I'm not very well at all. my medication's not working. I'm either awake for days or I'm exhausted and falling asleep. Stood up in the kitchen the other day, well, perched on my stool in the kitchen the other day. So my health seems to be deteriorating quite drastically. I don't know if that's due to the sharp change in weather. I don't know what it is, but I don't feel good at all. I literally feel again like I'm sat in a washing machine and I'm spinning. It's awful. My pain's been managed fairly well, but not as good as what it should be. What else is going on? Oh, so I've got a big week this week. I am eventually, at long last, changing rooms, going to the back of the house where the windows open a little bit more because I've been suffering with stuffy nose. And it's doing my head in because the windows in this front room don't open as wide as the windows in the back room. So I'm going to move to the back room. As it's going to help us move some furniture through. And I'm going to have a friend come round for the heavy lifting. So that should be fun. And then I should be able to set up the dressing room. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tear everything out of the wardrobes when the room's empty, and I'm going to reorganise everything. So I've got a decent organised dressing room with a dressing area and a makeup table. I am going to document that for TikTok. I'm going to do some time lapses and just do before, during, afters and middles. I'm excited about that. What else? Oh, my gift money has been going towards a follower who's disabled in order to get them like an outside storage for a wheelchair and some flooring for the property. Now I've cashed out £80 so far, which is a lot towards it. I've had some PayPal donations as well, which I'm really appreciative of. And I'm going to order the storage, the lockable storage for the wheelchair and get it sent off to them. And hopefully this next week, with a lot of help from everybody else, I need to raise about £600 for flooring and carpets for the property, and then that's done. If you're not in our Facebook group, please come join. I'd love to see you there. I'm way too TWO feisty on Facebook, and hopefully we'll see you all soon. It's just a quick one, just a bit of a rant. I don't really know what to say, so yeah, here I am. No, forgot, didn't I? Forgot. Big Soul Sunny. That video that's on here down there in my videos. Jesus, if you've got a spare hour, just watch it. Just watch it. I've never liked Sunny since the first time he jewelled us and I didn't know who he was. He was awful to us. Absolutely awful to me. And then obviously all this has gone on. Now, I don't know much about Zavi. I did get permission to post the video from Zavi first, somebody who I know who was speaking to him, purely because of the things that he's talking about. I didn't want to put that out there on YouTube for the whole world to see, without him saying, yeah, that's absolutely fine. And he did say that was fine. Yeah. So there, that's that. That's that, I think. Oh, I don't know. I give up.